Hey, it's Cecil, and it is Tuesday. I was going to have this speed build posted on Saturday, but that was just not in the cards for me this weekend. The weather has been weathering. It was really hot, and that was causing some chronic pain flare-ups. But here we are. We are here now. I haven't actually posted a video to this channel since, oh gosh, it was before the newest expansion pack came out, so it's been a few months. I did already record an episode of the Legacy Challenge that I am going to upload this week, hopefully. And it'll just be a little bit outdated, but I'm huh. So the thing is, I have had just like uh, everything happens so much. I did make a life updates video on my main channel that you can watch if you are interested, but if you are not interested, that is okay. That is valid. Let us instead watch this speed build. So we built this over on my Twitch channel while I was streaming. So there were some people hanging out in the chat while we did it, and it was a super fun time. But what we did was we built a recreation center. The recreation center is the new lot type that came with the Growing Together expansion pack, which I have yet to really play around with. Like, I've been in the rec center that came with the pack. We did that a couple times on stream. I think we went there for our Not So Berry Sims date with his now husband. But we also, but like as far as actually building it, we've never done that. So here we are doing that. The outside of the building is not going to stay the way that it is currently looking. That is going to adjust eventually, because the idea for this month is basically that we are going to be doing some Pride themed builds. And you might be thinking, Cecil, this is a community lot. What could possibly be Pride related about a community lot? And to that, I say anything could be related to Pride if you are simply creative enough. um, though I will be honest, it's not gonna look very prideful until towards the very end. I'll be honest with you there. It wasn't as easy as I was hoping it might be. Because I was like, oh, surely we can just make the inside super colorful and I was like, no, this isn't doing it. I mean, there's some pride flags inside, don't get me wrong. And like there's definitely stuff on the inside. I would say that it's more like a community rec center that you just that like has the vibe, of being queer friendly. Like whoever started it was a queer person. But yeah, so in the downstairs, it was really important to me to be able to get some like kid areas. I also wanted a variety of bathrooms, a couple that are family bathrooms. One of those is going to have a shower in it because that was one of the required items. Um, and then upstairs was a the upstairs floor plan is weird. I'm not even gonna try and like lie to you and pretend that it's not weird. It's weird. Um, it gets less weird eventually. I decide to change some of the things in this floor plan, but it's still a little wonky. By the way, the build is not up on the gallery yet, but it will be later this evening. So if this video is up around like maybe 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern time, the build will be up between 7 and 7:30 Eastern time. So if you're watching this video more than 3 hours after I posted it, it'll probably be fine. I also put those trash cans outside of the bathrooms because I made them 2 by 3 and there was just nowhere to fit it. But I definitely wanted to put the public changing tables in there because that was really important to me. And I just think that it's really exciting that there's an option to put public changing tables. I think that's so good. Um, and then we decked out half of this area for infants and half of the area for toddlers, and then the part that's not like in little baby jail. That part is just generically for kids. Um, and I don't know. I don't decorate a lot of kids' spaces, which is funny because I am a legacy player, but I just I don't know. When I'm actually playing with kids, my focus is so much like go to school, do your homework, get the stuff, get your skills up. Um so when it comes to actually decorating children's spaces, I'm not that experienced with it. But I think that the areas turned out like kind of cute. I'm a fan of what we put in there, you know. I think it's cute. We got a couple little reading chairs. We got the puzzle piece flooring. You know, it's very quintessential Sims children build. um the windows were a little bit difficult because I always want the windows to be perfect, and windows are literally never perfect. But uh that's okay. I think I like how this all turned out. Now the room back there, I ended up making the game room of sorts. Oh yeah, but here in the kids area, you can see we're putting some void critter battle stations, and we're putting some colorful "Don't Wake the Llama." We're putting some "Big Boy Don't Wake the Llama," and just like a regular old game table. We got some chess tables in here, you know. Um, so these are like the big boy games. Those are the little kitty games. I think that it's all very fun. Um, and then we head upstairs. We're gonna start doing, I think, the like kind of workout equipment area. I did not plan well for the workout equipment area, and I know that. So like, no one has to tell me. I know. I was there. I do see it. I know. um, it's okay. Oh my goodness, that piano. The new piano that they added with the pack, life-changing, revolutionary. I oh my gosh, I love it so much. It is the kind of thing that we did not have in The Sims 4. The Sims 4 has like the keyboard item from oh gosh, brain. From City Living, that's the one. So it has yeah, it has like that keyboard item from City Living, but then it's also got like, you know, kind of the baby grands. And that's it. There's no normal like, well, I guess not well, yeah, normal. Like the kind of piano you'd see in your high school music room, you know, like there was none of that kind of piano. And so the fact that they finally added one, that's a big deal to me. That's game changing. That makes almost the entire pack for me right there. I'm kidding. It's a very good pack just in general. I'm having a great time with it, but that item, man. Oh, that item. Hold on, my cat's doing something bad. Toulouse, get down. Not a toy. Uh-uh. Every day having cats is an experience. And for more of this experience, come join us on my Twitch channel where I will have a non zero chance of yelling at my cats for being bad. So we got a little like book and computer space upstairs, which was pretty important. And then I wanted to do like a sort of crafting creativity room. It's got some stuff for the kiddos. It's got some big boy painting stuff. We've got the flower arranging table and the woodworking table, the candle making station. Just kind of some stuff that, yeah, it looks like it's kind of just messily thrown in there, but I'm I'm for it, honestly. I think I think that sometimes messy in an art space is good. And ooh, now we are on to the outside. I did not realize that some of these playground equipment things had like multiple colors, so that was very exciting. But we put down like a little basketball court area, and we put down some swings and whatnot. We put down that whole like toddler play area thing because when else are you going to use it if not in a situation exactly like this? Putting down a little bit of concrete in the back and then being really fucking annoyed because it's impossible to put tiles underneath a platform that, or not a platform even, but it's like it's the under a foundation. You can't put it underneath the foundation because it wants to go on the foundation. And like on the one hand I get it, but on the other hand, after they added like the stilted foundations, you would think that they would have added support for but they didn't. But they didn't because why would they? But here we are finally getting into the prideification of the building. So the upstairs wall ends up having like a sort of rainbow around it. Though I will say that our quote unquote purple is really more just like burgundy. But that's okay. I think that it ended up looking cute. And then I ended up, oh my goodness, this is a choice, but I ended up using the glow in the dark floor tiles from Spa Day to rainbowify the tops and to like add pride flags. So we've got the trans pride flag, we've got the standard pride flag, and then I added the non-binary pride flag over to that side. And it's again, that's like the majority of the pride in the building, and it's silly, it's goofy, but at the same time I'm like I'm not mad about it. I kind of like it. Like, is it ridiculous? Absolutely. But did I have fun? Also, absolutely. Oh yeah, we put that pride painting in, which is one of my favorite items in the game. And I know that's something that they commissioned from an actual artist, which we love to see it. And now we're just getting to the point of like putting some wall decorations around and gaying up the place, which I definitely had to work kind of hard to do because ah, but that's okay. That's okay. It's prideful now, and that's what matters. You know. But added some like light switches and stuff into this area, and I do not remember if I actually did anything that slotted onto the sinks, but I don't know if you saw this, but they added it so that you can like slot soap and like the toothbrushes onto the like standalone sinks, the sinks that aren't in a counter. So you no longer have to alt place and like use control 9 and all of that to put things where you want to put them. You're just going to be able to slot it onto your sink, and it doesn't slot weirdly either because it goes into where you would naturally expect it to slot. 10 out of 10 update. I'm so glad they did that because I have been using the cheaty way to place things for a while. Decorating the music room. Also, the inside is like as colorful as I could possibly make it. Probably to a ridiculous and gaudy degree. But it was intentional. I wanted it to be a little wacky. I wanted it to be a little too colorful, a little I wanted it to be extra. I wanted it to be a bit much. So I'm content with how it ended up going. Um, but we are getting some of the outdoor finishing touches, which is going to be some like put some benches out here and then landscaping. Now there's lots of trees. I always try to use trees that I usually see in the world when I'm doing this. And ooh, okay, yeah. And finally lining that path with rocks so that you can't see where the paint stops. um, it was not as tedious as some of the rocking processes I've done before have been. But, it was still a little bit tedious. That's okay. I love how it turned out. I do really enjoy doing this kind of a thing. um, but anyways, as we get to the finishing touches of the landscaping and all of that, thank you so much for hanging out and for watching this super fun build come together. Every Tuesday this month, we are going to be doing a Pride themed build, which, hey, that includes today. So come hang out with us if you would like to, and it'll be a fun time. We are going to be building I think we're going to be experimenting with the boba shop kind of build today. So that'll be super fun. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys there. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you haven't already, because hopefully we will be back to making speed builds every Saturday, or at least posting some kind of video every Saturday. Yeah, thank you for hanging out. I will see you guys on Thursday for an episode of the Legacy Challenge. Bye.